forebodings too. I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Whoa. Hey everybody, welcome to MT Guitar and to another edition of Pink Floyd Friday. Today we're doing Brain Damage, which was near the end of the Dark Side of the Moon album. And we have a wonderful finger picking pattern. It's likely that in the studio it was played with a pick, but because it's single string, it's really nice on fingerstyle. So we're going to do it fingerstyle, although you could do it with a pick. If we break down the theory a little bit, we have this song in the key of D. And as it goes to the second chord of the progression, it's a G7. Doesn't look like a G7 because we don't have the bass going, but it actually is. If you just look at the first three strings, that's a G7 triad there. G, B, F, or 1, 3, flat 7. And the D stays in the bass. So when you have a bass that stays the same, it's often called a pedal. This trend will continue here as we repeat that. 1-4 progression, D to G7, D. Now we go to an E over D, and the D stays the same like a pedal tone, but we have an E major. Now that's a 2 chord. Normally that would be minor in a diatonic sense, but they chose to go major, which gives it a little bit of a different flavor there. And then finally the 5 chord, and we finally go down to a different bass, and we go down to an A bass. And the 5 chord you'll find is a very common way for songs to get back to the 1, which is what it does. It is on the path, and then it goes back to 1 chord. And then we go to a 4 chord, but before we do that, we do a D7. Dominant 7 likes to act as a 5 chord, so it's acting as the 5 of the 4 chord. So then on the chorus, we have a G, which is a 4 chord, to an A, which is a 5 chord, flat 7, which I've been talking about lately in my music theory videos, back to a 4. It almost seems like we're in a key of G, but we're still in D. Then we go to a 6 chord, B minor, 2 chord. This time the E is minor. And then finally, like I said before, we go to a 5 chord. Actually, it's A sus 4 and then A to get us back to 1. So, always good to take note of the Roman numerals because they show up in all 12 keys as a similar pattern. 1, 4, 5, very common. This song has 1, 4, 5. Almost every song you can think of does. So there you go. There is a tab for this lesson on the Patreon, and you can check that out. And remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave your Pink Floyd Friday request if you'd like. Let's jump on in and zoom in. All right, so let's start with the intro, which is basically the beginning of the verse as well. So we're going to have a D chord here, and we're going to pinch the first 4 strings. Okay, then we do 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 4th is the pattern. So it's pinch all the strings, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 4th. A little slower would be, and then that repeats for 4 bars, right, on the intro. Now I threw in a little bit of the electric part. You could go up to the 14th fret and do that electric part here. Half note bend to 15, and then back. Okay. Okay. Can't really do both at the same time, right? So let's just stick to this for now. All right. On the verse, we start the same exact way as the intro. 2 bars of this. We go to a G7 over D, so it's going to be 1st fret, same exact right hand picking pattern. That would be all pinch, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 4th, pinch, repeat. Back to D, we just repeat that line. Good. Now we go to the next line here, and it starts the same way with D for 2 bars. Good. Now we go to E over D, as I mentioned before. We go up 2 frets. It's just a D shape up 2 frets, and we do the same exact right hand pattern. Nice. Now we do an A7, and it's the type of A7 where you have all your A notes here, 2nd fret, 4th, 3rd, 2nd strings, but you also have the 3rd fret, 1st string. And you're going to pinch now the first 3 strings in the 5th string. But now we have to basically kind of switch our pattern a little bit. Actually, what I recommend is moving your fingers down. So you go pinch, 5th, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 5th, and then pinch, 5th, 4th, 3rd, sorry, 5th, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 5th. Good. Then back to D. Now we do pinch, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 4th, but now we do the this little lead in here, little outro of the verse. So that would be 1st open, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 1st open again, 4th, 2nd, 3rd. Okay, so let's run the whole verse nice and slow. 3, 4. The lunatic is on the grass. Nice. Again. The lunatic is on the grass. Next line. Remembering games and days that change and last. Nice. Here we go. Got to keep the loonies on the path. Okay, then we have another verse, which is the same exact thing. At the 2nd verse, when we get to the ending, that's where we add 2 bars to the form, basically, and play a D7. So we go to a D7 here, and we do the same pattern as before, just with this chord now. So the same pattern as we just did on the last 2 bars of the verse, which would be pinch, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 4th, and then open 1st string. And then you go open 4th, 2nd, 3rd, open 4th, 2nd, 3rd. Okay? Now we've made it to the chorus, and you're welcome to strum if you want. I would recommend down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down on every chord. So that would be a 2-bar pattern. G, so this would be G, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. A, C, back to G. Repeat. Totally fine to strum. C, G, just for 2 beats, B minor, E minor, A sus, A. Okay, let me go over now the actual exact part on the studio recording. We're going to do G, pinch, 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, and then 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. Now 6th and 4th together, and then 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. A little syncopated, so it'll be. That's the basic pattern. Now A, pinch. Same thing with C, but we move up to the first 3 strings. Pinch. Quarter notes now. Syncopated. G. Repeat everything. Now we go to G, but we syncopate it, so it's pinch, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. Now we walk up to a B minor, 1, 2, and then we go 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, then an E minor, 6th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, then a A, 5th string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. So let's run that chorus nice and slow with that picking pattern. 3, 4. Repeat everything. And if your head explodes with dark forebodings too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Here we go. Okay, good. Then we go back to a verse. And when we go back to the verse, we repeat the second half instead of doing a whole separate verse, we just repeat those last 2 lines of the verse. Then it goes over to the chorus again, which we've covered. Then there's that synth part with the dialogue and laughing over the verse. And that's the song. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know and enjoy. All right, everybody, well done. A nice Pink Floyd Friday edition here. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you next lesson. Bye.